Hi there, welcome back to Not Another Budget. I'm Nicole, and on this channel I'm attempting to cash budget my way out of debt and fix several years of financial misbehaviour. So if that's something you're interested in following along with, please don't forget to stick around and check out the other content that I've created for you on this channel. Now I'm back with what I hope to be a returning regular Sunday feature, which is a Savings Challenge Sunday. And I have actually decided to make proper use of these little poke bowls, and I have one downstairs in the kitchen, I have one in the living room, and I have one upstairs in the bedroom. So wherever I am likely to just empty my pockets and dump change, it's gonna collate. So this technically is how much change we have this week for me to count up, and we're going to be working on the penny savings challenge and the £2 challenge as well. I realised this is kind of hefty and weighty already, so a really good start. I will do my debt repayment trackers at the end of the month. That means therefore that if I pay off any more to debt, if I do, it can be a whole end of month January thing, and then I'll be able to resume from February as normal. So that is all well and good, but without further ado, so that I don't keep you too long on this Sunday afternoon, let's get sorted. Do excuse the coughing. It's just one of those things, guys. But yeah, how has your budgeting week been? Mine has been quite quiet. I did have to go and do a food shop today, and yeah, just the 5-week months really do skew things. I'm not a fan, if that wasn't obvious already, for the amount of times I have referenced my dislike for them on this channel. I'm not a fan of 5-week months. I think they skew budgets. I think they put extra pressure on things. And I think it's really hard to effectively judge exactly what you need and what you use month on month, particularly if, like me, you are going to have to implement some dietary changes into your food budget. That being said, I am very tempted to just put myself on a super slim food budget for February and possibly March as well, just because it's winding me up how much food is costing, and because I have given myself a larger food budget this month, it's almost like license to go and spend. So yeah, I need to look at that, I think, but more about that later on in the month. I think I've got them all. Let's do the penny savings challenge first. I am hoping it's not going to take me a year to complete this, and I'm also pretty determined to complete this. I want you guys to give me a severe telling off in the comments if I get to the point where I can't complete it and I've lost the discipline, because this is very much a discipline-based challenge. I am going to use the calculator because, again, one of those days, brain maths not engaged at all. Lots of submission deadlines and things like that, which just, yes, leave me slightly brain kerfuddled. Is that a word? I don't know. It is in my dictionary now. 10, 20, 5, 30, 40, 5, 55, 65, 75p in the silver. So just a little reminder, I work this challenge largest to smallest. It does help. It really does help if you're in the position to be able to do that. Do it, start from back to front. It's going to make it easier. I personally think it makes it easier to go through and complete this challenge more quickly. I have no data for that. It's just a belief. 10p, 13p, so plus 15, so that's 90. No, it's 90p. I know it's 90p. I've just put the wrong maths in. Okay, so because I've got to 90p and that is the largest one that I can get to today, I'm going to go ahead down here and just cross it off, and we'll see where I land next week. It may be that actually I don't have as much small change, and then maybe I get some more at the beginning of each month around payday. That tends to be when my larger ones go. Also, I am only using the 10p's, 5p's, 2p's and 1p's, and the larger amounts, the 20s, the 50s, and the occasional £1 or £2 coin is reserved for the larger £2 challenge. which we will now move on to. So what I tend to do, £1 coins and £2 coins only tend to appear in challenges like this if they are completely unassigned to an envelope, i.e. I have had change materialise, the right amount of notes is in there, or I've got the right amount of notes between the two of them, or I have been able to close out a budget category like my household amount, for example, or personal spending or cat or whatever it is. And this is what's left. So this is not going to be a challenge where I say that I am tempted to throw a £2 coin and the pound coins in there as well and just start to make headway, because whilst the dopamine boost of paying off debts is definitely there, equally I want it from the savings, because for me, I find it really hard to save money and then hang on to the money that I've saved. It's a discipline thing, and I need to be more compassionate about that. I know I do. So if that's something that you're also struggling with as well, let's try and be kind to ourselves about that. But I know the thought of like saving money, I don't always get the same dopamine rush as I do if I spend it, or if I guess spend it and pay off a debt. So I think for me, like, quick wins and progress may be where I need to sit. And I think a challenge like this is going to be far quicker for me to achieve than, say, my big 5k binder challenge. And even my Christmas one is meant to tick over and take time. So let's get going. So I have a £6 here, so £2 coin, and then 4 £1 coins. So let's go with, let's get that off there as well. It's not quite the right orange. And then let's go to the 50p's and the 20p's. So £1. Oh, you're a special one. Oh, I've seen you before. £2, £3. Okay. I have a 10p. I have a 10p. Where are you hiding? Okay. £10p going in the penny coins. £3 in 50p's. £4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, £5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, £6, 60. So the 60p is going to go back in the, when I pick that money up later on, because I've just thrown it, that's going to go back in the pot for next week, and it's going to roll over. I'm only going to be working with denominations that meet exactly £2. So if I get to £2.50 or £6.50, for example, or £6.60, the 60p, the 50p, the 40p, whatever, is going to go back in the pot for next week. And if I don't even get to £2, I'm going to roll it over. But I have £6, so I have another 1, 2, 3. So we are getting there. So in 2 weeks, out of the £300 £2 challenge, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, £22 saved. So yeah, but I need to not think that I have got £22 saved. I need to think that I've not even completed a line on this. Yes. And at the minute, there is no set assigned jobs for these challenges, which is risky. It's definitely risky, particularly if you're someone who needs to know that, like for me, the 5k challenge binder is going, there's a little bit of camera shake, sorry about that guys. The 5k challenge binder is going towards things like either moving costs or 2 heart scans a year for my cat, which is over £1,000, or it's going towards, you know, my car needing replacing, or if I can't get any steady income for August, and that I can then roll over into September, which are the 2 months when I am not working and unlikely to be receiving wages, or training bursaries or anything like that. That's what that's for. Obviously my Christmas binder is quite obvious. It's going towards Christmas. The penny savings challenge and the £2 challenge. Last week I discussed the possibility of trying to do a mini break with the £2 challenge. I think given my cat's health is questionable, he's not able to go into a category, and I think given the amount of medication he is taking and the monitoring that he needs, I also don't think that certainly for the next year or so I want a couple of heart scans done, so that I know where I stand a little bit more. So with that being said, once I know what's going on with the house, if I am staying, if I'm moving, what I'm probably minded to do, and I say that this is not a set job, that it's not a set job, what I'm minded to do is, depending when I complete this and once I know whether I'm staying or moving or not, this will probably form some form of garage storage racking, for example, or more heavyweight storage for my fabrics, or some bookshelves from IKEA, etc, etc. It's probably going to go towards something like that, something to do with the house. Start replacing out pieces of furniture and of things that are well past their, or coming up due, I would say, to their life date. Again, that is unconfirmed and unassigned at the minute, but just something that you know, can have an effect on a budget and may help with those costs further down the line, but that's very dependent on what else is wider things that are going on. So yeah, not a bad start at all to these two challenges. You can kind of, that's a bit better, you can see it there. I'm going to be back with a midweek video for you. If I can squeeze another one in, there might be 2 midweek videos, and I will also definitely be back next Sunday with whatever I'm doing with regards to the Sunday savings challenges. So I will see you all then. Have a fantastic budgeting week wherever you are in the world, and yeah, I hope your January is going exceptionally well. Bye bye for now.